All right. Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, the teacher and Ruel. Peace and salutations to the whole four elect. Back another video, another lesson. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. The title of this one is going to be called IUIC, Stop Playing Worldly Games and Teach the Word. Time is short. All right. And I got this video I'm going to play from off Instagram. All right. Of IUIC playing that game, Pop the Balloon. All right. And they titled it Love or Lust. All right. It's like 2 minutes long. I'm going to let it play. And then we'll get some scriptures, and we may, speak on some of the things that they say because they go off. All right. But Lord willing, it's edifying. So let's get into it.
All right, so what do you think about everyone saying Christ died for my sins so I can freely, satisfy my flesh?
One, Christ, first of all, we're not supposed to be sinning. Second, Christ died for us, died for the nation of Israel, for us to stop sinning, not for us to commit fornication, adultery, and do all manner of types of idolatry. So that right there, people bugged out. That's lust.
Oh, just thank you. Everyone's so antsy to consummate. So what does the Lord say about waiting until marriage?
I mean, to be honest, it's the only real option you got, because Hebrews 13:4 let us know straight up. Marriage is honorable and all in your bed is not nasty. You are undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God gonna tell you up. So, yeah, I'm cool with the wait.
That's love or lust?
Oh, that's love for sure, real love.
The world talks about having like more than one boo because they're not trying to commit. Like, what's the scripture say about that?
One, that's lust, right? And the scriptures is not supporting that whatsoever. In 1 Corinthians 7, it actually says a man should have one wife, right? So, no go. Off rip, nasty word. All right.
All praises. All right. So, is it love or lust of proving a friend and being nice to credit them?
So that's definitely love, because when you're proving a friend, you're getting to know them. This is someone that you can now bond with and build a strong relationship. You can have kids, fruitful kids that will aid the nation, rather than getting into your lust. That's not something that's profitable for anyone.
All praises.
So that's why that's love.
All praises. Thank you, sir. What do you think about people saying you have to try before you buy to see how it drives and so forth?
Oh, yeah, that's lust. Yeah, that's lust. You can test drive cars, you can't test drive people. It's not according to God's commandments. James 1:14, that says when somebody is enticed, they're drawn away by their own lust.
All praises. All praises.
So you've seen it, and of course they spoke on that having one wife thing, which we go into that all the time, man, that's not lust. All right. Having more than one wife is biblical. Our forefathers, they had more than one wife. King David, King Solomon, Rehoboam, all right. Even our forefather Jacob, Jacob and Abraham, they both had more than one wife. So that's we don't really get into that, but I see a lot of these. I see a lot of videos on IUIC, and they do a lot of games. These worldly games they play. Now they doing Pop the Balloon, and I know that I'm an Israelite and stuff like that, man. We're not in the time of, we're not in the time for that right now. Like I titled the video, time is short. You don't have too long until, where the Lord's gonna cut his word off. Matter of fact, let's start with that. And I didn't write any scriptures down. I'm gonna go through the spirit. All right. Amos 8:11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And that's the 100%, hearing the true words of the Lord, man. Not going to these churches. All right. Hearing the true words of the Lord, right? From the mouth of the prophets, bringing out the 100% truth. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. All right. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. You know, so it could come a time where the Lord's gonna cut this word off. All right, he's gonna cut it short. He's gonna take his men off the streets. They're not gonna be shut down. You ain't gonna be able to find, videos on what the mark of the beast is. All right, or what is Jacob's trouble? You know, you ain't gonna find videos on stuff like that. And you playing these games is not helping. All right, you popping a balloon worried about love or lust. You need to know what the true name of the Lord is. You know, what the mark of the beast is. How we can be kept safe during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, that's what you should be focused on, not worrying about if a man can have another wife, or what is stuff like that, man. Right? Let's get Ezekiel 7:5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and the end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come." So the end is here, man. All right, and that time of trouble, persecution, affliction is here. Is gonna come upon us, man. You call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you watch the videos, you out on the street corners preaching. They're gonna come after you. They're gonna come after us. All right, and some brothers might say, well, some years I might get on this video on a comment board. Why you getting on them, brother? They your brothers, they your sisters, brother. They just playing the game. No, we ain't the time for games, man. All right, it's a time and season for everything. All right, we're not a time for that. And this isn't hate. You hate your brother. No, this is not hate. This is actually showing love. How's that? Cause not. Let me see. I know it's one of Leviticus. Come on. Let me see, brother, the sin. Because it's supposed to rebuke, right? I can't find it, but it's a scripture in the law where you're supposed to rebuke your brother. They going off. Let me see. Yeah, Leviticus 19:17. It says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart." So we don't hate IUIC because they're our brothers and sisters, because they're Israelites. Physically, spiritually, they're not. But it says, "Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." You see, so we supposed to rebuke, give him a warning, man. Like, hey, this isn't the what you shouldn't be doing this right now. You should be focused on, bringing out the word, the truth, the 100% truth, man. Telling the people what's to come, but they not doing that. You see, 2 Timothy 4 and verse 2, it says, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." You see, so we're supposed to rebuke, man. All right, you're not supposed to keep back your. It says Jeremiah. What's that? Is it 10? Nah. Let me see. I think it is 10. Sword from blood. Jeremiah 48:10. It says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." So you're not supposed to keep back your spiritual sword from blood, man. All right, you're supposed to do what you got. You got to rebuke. Some is gonna be, soft. No, not soft, but not too, because some of us are different. Some are more forward, some are more gentle. But we're supposed to still rebuke your brother, man. And correct him. And IUIC, so far they don't take correction, too lightly. You know, they say we hate them. You know, it's the, you know, and like we showed you, it's not hate. You know, and like, you know, the brothers say, it's gonna come a time and where it's not gonna be so cute and trendy to be an Israelite, man. You know, there's a lot of people gonna tuck their fringes. You know, the women gonna throw off them head wraps, throw them fringes away. All right, ain't gonna be a time where it's gonna be cute and trendy to be called an Israelite, man. All right, Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. Who's the devil? All right, the devil is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, he's the devil. The devil shall cast some of you into prison. What prison? FEMA camps. All right, detention centers. You know, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So it'll come a time where Esau gonna come down with that wrath, man. Let's get that. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's going to come down with that great wrath, man. And with that great wrath, going to come down on the Israelites. You know, those who call themselves Hebrew Israelites. Those who are telling them that your kingdom is going to fall, you know. Cursing them out week in and week out on the street corners, man. You know. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, right, and 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. And all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer what? Persecution, man. You see? So they're not preparing themselves for persecution because they playing too many games. You know? I'm an Israelite. Of course I do this and that. I'm an Israelite. Of course I know this and that. You know? Pop the balloon, love or lust. You know, we're not in time for that right now, man. You know? Let's go back to Ezekiel. Let's get 21. You know? Ezekiel 21 and 8. Again, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, you don't even know the true names of the Most High and the Son, man. Or you may do know it. You don't call upon them. Right? Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword. A sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. That word mirth. All right. Mirth. Shawash. To exalt, rejoice. All right. Display joy. All right. Make mirth, rejoice, cheerful, be glad. All right. And these Israelites in a cheerful spirit right now. You know. Verse 11. He that giveth and he that given. Salakia. And he that. Let me slow down. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. And who's that gonna be that slayer, man? Esau, Edom. All right. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. You see that? So this sword is about to come, man. You know, and if you're not prepared, you know, preparing yourself in the spirit, you know, and preparing yourself mentally, you know, you gonna fold. You see? Let's see what Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 16. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 16. I'll read verse 9. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. You know, Hebrew is like marriages, you know, which is not wrong, you know, getting married, but, you know, you can just keep that, you know, you don't gotta be posted on the internet for everybody to see, man. You know, it says, I read this in the NLT version, matter of fact. Verse 9, for this is what the Lord of heaven's armies for this is what the Lord of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, says. In your own lifetime, before your very eyes, right, I will put an end to the happy singing and laughter in this land. That laughter going to end, you know. That joyful spirit that's in America right now is going to slowly die away. The joyful voices of bridegrooms and brides will no longer be heard. See, so that's going to happen today as well, man. All right, that time is coming. So you want to continue to keep playing these Hebrew Israelite games and stuff like that. Hey, you'll be caught off guard, man. You're not prepare yourself. You're not prepared spiritually for what's to come. You know. Let's get a few more. Let's get Ecclesiastes 3. All right, a time for everything, man. It's a time for everything, and right now it's not the time for playing games. You know, and they're not the only ones. There's this recent group, or I don't know who they are, but they're on Instagram, Bruise TV. All they do is skits, man. And I looked at their channel. They had no street ministry. You know, they don't go out in the highways. Well, not to the what I know of, but I don't see no videos of them out on the highways and hedges preaching. You know, all I see is skits. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me see. Right? Bruise TV. Go to their channel. All you see is skits. You know, no videos out in the highways and hedges. Now this probably one channel, but if they have another channel, then hey, I'll stand corrected. But this is, from what I'm seeing, this is the only channel that I see. No street out in the highways and hedges, man. And all they do is skits. You know. So a lot of Israelites are not in the right spirit right now, man. You know, playing these different games, doing skits, trying to be comedians. You know, we're not in time for that right now. It says to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down, a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. There's a time to laugh. You know, have a good time. A time to mourn and a time to dance. You know, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. You know, we're about to not really lose, but we're about to lose, the material things on this side. You know, a time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sue. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. You're a hate group. You hating. It says a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. We're in a time of war. All right, spiritual war. We're in spiritual warfare, man, against this devil. You know, he's done up enchantments, doing all this left hand wickedness, witchcraft, you know. So it's a time of war and a time of peace, man. We're in a time of spiritual war, man. And you out here playing around doing Hebrew Israelite games, you know. We're not the time of that right now, man. You know, so hey, the time is short. You know, matter of fact, I'll get this in 1 Corinthians 7. You can go read that on your own, man, you know. And like I said, having one wife. And he said, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. And it say have one wife, you know. But that's a different lesson for a different day. It's 1 Corinthians 7 and 29. But I say this, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You see? So the time is short, man. You know, and we're on the clock. You know, the time is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. You know, until the time of And we're counting down to the time of Yahushua's return. You know, and Jacob's trouble happening, the mark of the beast, World War III, the prophecies are coming. You know, so either you prepare yourself spiritually and mentally, or you're gonna get ran over, man. You're gonna get taken. So, and this goes for us as well, man. You know, I'm getting on IUIC and playing games, but this goes to us as well. We gotta self-examine ourselves, check ourselves. You know, so Louisville, this was edifying. IUIC, stop playing worldly games and teach the word. And don't just teach the word how you want to teach it. Teach it correctly. All right, bring out the truth, man. Bring out what the mark of the beast is. Bring out what the name of the Lord is, man. And call upon those names in sincerity and truth. All right? Bring out Jacob's trouble. You know, the famine, the persecutions, the pestilence. You know? You may go a few days without eating. You got to rely on the Lord. You got to have faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That's what you got to bring out to your congregation, to your followers. But, you don't fall on deaf ears. So, Lord will use edified. We don't give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord, use edified. To the next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.